Hi everyone. So today we have, because it's May the 4th of May, so it's Star Wars Day, so I just decided to do a bit of a joke. Election prediction, Star Wars versus generic Republican, no specific Star Wars character, just a generic Republican candidate. Let's just go into good, no independent. Let's just get right into this video. So obviously, Star Wars would carry all the states Hillary Clinton won in 2016. That would be pretty easy for Star Wars to do. All the states. Hang on, I'll get to that in a sec. The Eastern Coast, pretty solid Star Wars territory. But any more Clinton states? Illinois. And we're missing a few from, let's see here, New Mexico. Okay, so this is how many states Hillary Clinton won. Obviously, Star Wars would carry these solid Democratic states. All the states with 4 and 5 electoral votes I'm going to give to Star Wars because, Star Wars is that kind of person who can appeal to those states. So all the states with 4 and 5 electoral votes, I'm just going to give away to Star Wars. There aren't that many actually. 4 or 5 electoral votes because, the Star Wars, May, the 4th of May, all of those states. Any more of these states? No. So, right now Star Wars has 247. All the states that were closed in 2016, I think that Star Wars would carry, especially the Rust Belt. I can see Star Wars appealing to those kind of Rust Belt voters. Same thing in Ohio and Iowa. These are Rust Belt states that are pretty much going to go to Star Wars. Going over to the Deep South, this is an area where I think that Star Wars can do very well with, their ultra kind of like, it used to be kind of like an American movie, but now it's kind of around the world. I think that the South would pretty much like that, including the state of Texas. Going over to Alaska, I can't really see Star Wars appealing to these kind of voters because it's from mainland US, not like, in Alaska. Going over to Montana and North Dakota and South Dakota and Wyoming, these are states where I think that the generic Republican would win because these are solid Republican states. Actually, Montana, I think, could go to Star Wars. Going over to Utah, if Evan McMullin runs in this scenario, I could easily see the vote splitting, giving it to Star Wars. Actually, if Evan McMullin runs, I could actually say that Evan McMullin could actually win in Utah. Actually, I don't think that's going to happen. Let's just put it as Democrat, because if Evan McMullin runs, he'll split the vote, and then Star Wars can win in Utah. So we have some states we're yet to fill in. Going over to Oklahoma, I think this is the state where the Republican could do well because Trump won every single county here. Not necessarily going to help Star Wars. Obviously, they've already won the election. Missouri, I can see that one going to the Democrat. Star Wars. Indiana, I could also see going to the Democrat because, Indiana went for Obama in 2008. Kentucky, I can see that one going to the generic Republican. Arizona, I'm giving to the Democrats. And the final state, Kansas, I'm going to give to the Republicans. So this is just pretty much a joke, so it's not going to happen. Obviously, this is a landslide victory for Star Wars over the generic Republican. 505 electoral votes for Star Wars, 33 for the generic Republican. By the way, the states that the generic Republican won would be very close, except like Wyoming and Alaska and like North Dakota and South Dakota, but most of them would be pretty close. I also think that states like Mississippi, Alabama, Texas, not really. Utah would be close, but Nebraska would be pretty close, and I also think that like states like South Carolina and Georgia, these states would be pretty close. But anyway, 505 electoral votes for Star Wars, 33 for the generic Republican. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you all in the next one.